Chapter 58. We Surrender. Hiroshi's strategy was astutely calculated. If Hiroshi had stated, "Kill one of your companions, and you will be forgiven," half of the bandits would surely have to die to meet this condition. This would lead the bandits to suspect that Hiroshi was trying to divide them. However, by specifically naming Tiger as the target, Hiroshi planted seeds of doubt among the bandits. Was it because Hiroshi had a personal vendetta against Tiger? Or was it because Tiger was the most notorious among them, and Hiroshi simply wanted him dead? Perhaps Hiroshi didn't care about the other bandits' lives at all. Once the bandits started second-guessing and their resolve wavered, their combat effectiveness would significantly diminish. When a glimmer of hope appears, people often lose their willingness to fight to the death. With just a few words, Hiroshi managed to dismantle the already shaky alliance among the bandits. Through video footage relayed by patrolling guards, Hiroshi was well aware of the situation on the second floor and Tiger's position among the bandits. Hiroshi knew that after seeing Wells' corpse, the bandits' resolve was already on the brink of collapse, held together only by Tiger's intimidating stance. If Tiger could be eliminated, the rest of the bandits would fall apart without a fight. Hiroshi stood there, silently calculating the success rate of his plan. Should be about 80%? Hiroshi muttered to himself, then laughed. No, it should be 90%. Hiroshi felt confident that his plan would work. From the bandits' perspective, facing a vastly outnumbered self-defense force, they had no advantage. If they fought, they would be utterly annihilated. But if they killed Tiger and gambled on the truth of Hiroshi's promise, they had a slim chance of survival. Two choices lay before them: a 100% chance of death or a 50% chance. The choice should be obvious. Hiroshi glanced at his watch and then shouted, "You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left." Upstairs in the hotel, the air was thick with the smell of gunpowder. Tiger stood by the window, holding a shotgun, his eyes scanning the 4 bandits around him like a hungry wolf. He snarled, "Why are you looking at me? You can't seriously believe that bastard, can you? Do you really think he'll let you go?" The 4 bandits shifted their positions subtly, forming a circle around Tiger. The black-faced burly man, previously scolded by Tiger, spoke in a deep voice, "You've killed people. We haven't. Even if we get caught by the police, we won't be sentenced to death." "Right." A fat man immediately echoed, "You've committed too many crimes, but we don't need to die with you. If there's a chance to live, of course we'll take it." A scar-faced man added coldly. The last bandit didn't speak, but his shotgun aimed at Tiger's head spoke for him. "You idiots! You're all a bunch of hopeless fools." Tiger's neck veins bulged as he laughed coldly. "Do you know what wartime laws are? You may not have killed, but you've looted, disrupted the peace, and committed gang crimes. That's still a death sentence. These people aren't police. I recognize them. They were the ones we robbed." The black-faced man replied, "The police are too busy to deal with us now. If we can leave here alive, we can escape South City. The world is big, and the police can't catch us everywhere." "You." Tiger was furious. He stepped forward to slap the black-faced man, but a clear sound of a bullet being chambered stopped him. The scar-faced man raised his shotgun, pressing it against Tiger's chest. "It's time to stop flaunting your second-in-command status. You're about to die. We're going to use your life to get a pardon." With the scar-faced man's words, the other 3 bandits also raised their guns, aiming at Tiger. At this distance, if any of them pulled the trigger, Tiger would be riddled with bullets. A drop of cold sweat trickled down Tiger's forehead. He swallowed hard. Despite his ferocity, facing 4 guns at once made him hesitant. He bit his lip and pleaded, "Brothers, listen to me. We've been together for 7 or 8 days now. Even a dog would have developed feelings by now. Are you really going to kill me without any sentiment?" Tiger's words caused the 4 bandits to hesitate. Just as Tiger had said, despite being heartless thugs, they had spent the past week together, enjoying the spoils, drinking, and eating heartily. This had created a bond, a twisted form of camaraderie. Killing such a companion suddenly was something they couldn't do without a second thought. Seeing their hesitation, Tiger's face showed a pleading expression. "How about this? You want to leave, I won't stop you. But can you spare me? Just like you said, You haven't committed major crimes. They won't kill you. Once you leave, I'll fend for myself here, all right? The four bandits exchanged glances, their eyes showing a mix of conflict. Their gun barrels slowly lowered. At that moment, Tiger's lips curled into a vicious, cunning smile. He raised his shotgun and pulled the trigger. A burst of fire erupted, and the black-faced man in front of him was hit in the chest. The force sent him flying several meters, leaving a gaping, bloody hole in his chest. He was as good as dead. The sudden change stunned the remaining three bandits. But within a split second, they roared in fury and pulled their triggers. Tiger had already discarded his shotgun after the first shot. A sharp military knife appeared in his hand from nowhere. He grabbed the scar-faced man's wrist, pushed it down, and with a swift motion, slashed the man's neck, severing his carotid artery. Blood spurted like a fountain. The scar-faced man staggered and fell, his shotgun's aim veering off and hitting a nearby pillar. But the bullets from the fat man and the other bandit were unavoidable for Tiger. 2 gunshots rang out. Having just completed a double kill, the ferociously resilient Tiger was shot. His left leg was shattered, with white bone fragments exposed to the air, sending shivers down the spine. Simultaneously, he was hit in the abdomen. His down jacket was torn, and blood flowed out, staining the white feathers a glaring red. Haha, you think you can take my head for a pardon? You're still too green. Without 2 lives to cushion, you can't take my life so easily. Tiger, looking like a demon from hell, leaned against the wall, covered in blood but still laughing maniacally. His face twisted in a sneer at the remaining 2 bandits. You fools, dreaming of survival. In this chaotic world, no one keeps promises. Do you think your fate will be better than mine? You'll just die a few minutes after me. I'll be waiting for you in hell. Then we'll settle this score. Tiger coughed up blood and finally couldn't hold on. Even an Iron Man would be shattered by 2 close-range shotgun blasts. You bastard! Even at death's door, you want to drag us down with you. The fat man, initially stunned, cursed angrily as he came to his senses. He grabbed the fallen knife and walked up to Tiger, stabbing down fiercely. Tiger's head slumped, and his body went limp. A minute later, under the watchful eyes of Hiroshi and many self-defense team members, 2 bandits dragged Tiger's corpse out of the hotel. We surrender. We surrender.